Hello and welcome to Elevate Your Grind. I am Aisha Alves, guest host of the podcast this week here at Benzinga in Miami. Today with me, I have Otha Smith III, founder and CEO of Tetragram.
Hey, how are you? Happy to be here.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for spending some time with us today.
No problem. Happy to be here.
So I'm happy that we finally had a chance to meet. You know, the best thing about these events is we see these people, we know them virtually, and finally we get to meet in person, which is always good.
Exactly.
And want to take a few minutes to chat and hear your story.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, Otha Smith, CEO and founder of Tetragram. Tetragram is an app that I started to really empower the industry. I started off with the consumer with the primary focus of giving consumers the ability to keep track of every product they purchase, rate the effectiveness of those products, and then they can share those personal reviews with others. My inspiration for doing so is just because, we live in an industry where there's so many products out there. Cannabis affects everyone differently. So it's really a journey you have to travel alone. And so I wanted to create an app that gave people the ability to do just that.
That's really interesting. So Tetragram is really almost like a social aspect because consumers themselves are putting in the input themselves.
Absolutely. So it's journaling at its core. So as people buy certain products, they can say, hey, this is the product I bought. These are the terpenes and cannabinoids that consisted of that product, which we all know is the true medical value of it, right?
Very cool.
This is where I made that purchase. But then more importantly, this is how much of that product I consumed, and they can associate that product with a medical condition and then rate how effective or non-effective it was and share that with the community. Because, one of the things I always say about cannabis is it's probably the most communal plant in the world where, prior to COVID, everyone was passing joints. Now it's like you got to bring your own,
Yeah.
which is nice. But, I really wanted to foster that in the app so that, as people have these experiences with this beautiful plant, they can share that information with other people that could give them insight on what might potentially work best for them.
Well, you explain it that way. Now I really understand what you mean when you say it's about an empowerment.
Exactly.
Empowering the consumer to know what works for them, what works best.
Yeah, and empowerment goes a long way in this industry from my optics. So, we started off, as I mentioned, with just the consumer, giving them the ability to document. But all that data that we collect anonymously from our users is very valuable to the industry. It empowers the dispensary to start making better product recommendations when people walk through the door. It empowers the brand to start to really understand the impact of their products because they put these beautiful products out there, they sell well, but they don't know the impact that it's having on the end user. And then lastly, it really helps the medical community. So, I always want to give my applaud and just give the utmost admiration to, physicians, doctors who truly believe in this plant. Because we know it's not easy. A lot of their colleagues were like, "What are you doing? That's a drug," but they've become front lines and said, "We believe in this as a medicine, and we want to help our patients better." So we really want to provide that data to them as well, so they could be more consultative.
Are a total pro because you took that next question right out of my mouth. I was going to ask, what does Tetragram bring to the industry in terms of value? And you said it right there. It brings value to brands, it brings value to consumers, and also to the medical community within the industry. So that's awesome. I'm really
exactly, because right now the industry is really utilizing like a lot of transactional data from like BDS analytics and New Frontier, and I mean that's great data. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of benefits with that data, but that data doesn't tell the why. Like, why did Otha come to this dispensary today, buy this product, and did it meet their expectations? Yes or no? So, we found our niche.
In all marketing, it all comes back to the why, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, changing gears a little bit, we are here at Miami, we're here at Benzinga. How has this week been for you? What are some of your biggest takeaways?
This Benzinga has been incredible. This is my first year attending. The energy is high. I mean, it reminds me of like MJ Biz like 6-7 years ago when the industry was just so fresh and ripe. But I mean, it still is, but it's just a different tone now. Here at Benzinga, it's like everyone is hungry. You have investors. Like this is probably the biggest event that I've attended has the biggest pool of investors here. Other people who are just scaling their businesses. So it's been really fruitful for us.
I agree. I think the energy and the vibe here in general is just really productive. Everyone's like curious and really receptive. So personally, it's my favorite event of the year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just wish the Miami weather will be more cooperative right now. But
Back next year, right?
Absolutely. I would definitely be back next year. I do have the liberty of speaking today as well about Tetragram and the importance of cannabis utilizing technology. So really excited about that. You know, like I said in my LinkedIn post before I hopped on a plane to come down here, this is my first Benzinga, and I'm coming out swinging, being on a panel in my first time. So super excited.
Super happy to have you. Thank you again for spending time with us, and good luck on your panel today. I'll try to make in there and make sure to support you.
I appreciate you. Thanks again.
We just say
I'm gonna say he's just recording.
Todd, you're taking a long time in the bathroom. It's not live. I think.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Sweet.
Yeah.